Dreams moving through the streets, all mine stayed locked inside. They said life will be harder, they said pray and be strong, but no one ever told me where broken hearts belong.
Good evening. Good evening, judges. Good evening, everyone. My name is Daniel Cruz. I am from the Philippines, and before today, I was just another poor Filipino trying to survive life without hands. I was born this way. No hands to hold my mother's fingers. No hands to write my name. No hands to lift myself when I fell. From the very beginning, my life started with struggle. When I was a child, other kids played outside. They climbed trees. They threw balls. They held each other's hands. I watched from a distance, not because I didn't want to join, but because I didn't know how. My parents were street vendors. They sold whatever they could. Sometimes food, sometimes small items, sometimes only their time. We lived in a tiny home, made of thin walls and loud rain. When storms came, the roof sang louder than we did. Money was never enough, but love was always there. My mother fed me. My father carried me, and every night, they told me something I didn't believe back then. Your life still has a purpose. Growing up without hands taught me how heavy silence can be. People stared. People whispered. Some people were kind. Some were cruel. Many times I felt invisible. Other times, I felt like a problem people didn't know how to solve. I didn't dream of big stages. I didn't dream of fame. I dreamed of independence, of being able to help my parents, of being able to earn something, of being able to say, I am not useless. So I learned to do everything differently. I learned to eat with what I had. I learned to dress myself slowly. I learned to work with my body. As I grew older, I started helping wherever I could. Small jobs, simple tasks, anything people would allow me to do. Some days I earned a little, some days, nothing. But every day, I tried. Most nights, when the streets became quiet, that's when I found my escape. I couldn't hold instruments. I couldn't write songs, but I could sing. And when I sang, I didn't feel broken. I didn't feel different. I didn't feel small. I felt human. I sang in my room. I sang under the open sky. I sang when my chest felt heavy. Music became the only place where I didn't need hands to hold my dreams. Singing helped me forget the pain in my body, the fear in my future, the weight in my parents' eyes. It reminded me that I was still alive, that I still had something to give. Some days were very hard. There were days I went to sleep hungry, days I wanted to quit believing in anything. But every time I felt weak, I remembered where I came from. I remembered my country. I remembered my parents' sacrifices. I remembered that being born different did not mean being born without purpose. Standing here today, I am not ashamed to say I live without hands, because this body carried my pain, carried my family's struggle, carried my voice, and tonight, I am not here to be pitied. I am here to show that even a man with nothing in his hands can still carry a powerful heart. Before I sing, I want to speak to the people watching around the world. If you have ever felt unseen, if you have ever felt forgotten, if you have ever felt like the world passed you by, let me ask you something. Who in your life works hard every day but is rarely noticed? Put their name in the comments, or simply write Philippines to honor every silent worker. And if stories like this matter to you, if voices like this deserve to be heard, please subscribe so these stories don't stay invisible. Because this moment is not just mine, it belongs to everyone who keeps going, even when no one is watching. This song is not for applause, it is a thank you. To my parents, to my country, to every person who wakes up tired and still chooses to continue. This is my heart. This is my voice. Thank you for listening.
I was born into a world that didn't know what to do with me. No hands to reach for tomorrow, no way to hold my destiny. I watched through open windows as lights went passing by. Dreams moving through the streets, while mine stayed locked inside. They said life will be harder, they said pray and be strong, but no one ever told me where broken hearts belong. So I learned to breathe in silence, I learned to walk in doubt, I learned that even shadows still find a way to shout. And every scar became a story, every tear became my song. Every time I almost gave up, something in me carried on. I don't have hands to build a future, but I have a voice that still believes. I don't have arms to hold this world, but I have a soul that never leaves. And when the night feels endless, when hope is running thin, I close my eyes and remember the light that lives within. I saw my mother crying, but she thought I couldn't see. I saw our father breaking, trying to stay strong for me. They gave me all they had, even when it wasn't enough. They taught me how to smile when life was being rough. So if this world won't understand me, I would still stand tall, because love was my first language. Before I learned to fall, I sang inside my sorrows, I sang inside my pain. Every note was proof I wasn't born in vain. I don't have hands to build a future, but I have a voice that still believes. I don't have arms to hold this world, but I have a soul that never leaves. And maybe I am different, maybe I am scarred, but the deepest kinds of beauty are the ones that hit the heart. So hear me when I'm singing, I am more than what you see. I am every hidden fighter, living quietly. I am every tired worker on an empty train. I am every broken dreamer, still standing in the rain. If you've ever felt forgotten, if you've ever felt small, this song is for your spirit when the last starts to fall. Because you are not your weakness, you are not your past, you are not the hands you were never given, you are the hope that lasts. I don't